What's good, YouTube? Freedom My Productions here. Hey, man. We finna watch What the Hell Happened to Meg Foster. Uh, this video is from Fade to Black. Shout out to Fade to Black, man. Check them out. Does great content. And I came across this video because I recognized this actress. I never knew her name, but she's been in a lot of stuff I used to watch from the 80s. One movie in particular I definitely remember her from, and that's They Live. If y'all didn't watch They Live with Ryder Roddy Piper, classic movie. Classic John Carpenter, classic movie, man. Um, Probably one of the best soundtracks. And yeah, Ryder Roddy Piper doing the best one liners I ever seen in the 80s movie. He's even up there with Arnold. Um, I came to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. That's They Live. And she starred in that movie. She's one of the stars in it. And yeah, she's been in other stuff too. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now, but she was in a lot of other classic movies from the 80s. And I think up to the 90s. So I don't know what happened to her. Time gets us all, but I don't know if she's been in anything else since the 80s. So let's check out, man, and see what happened to, well, what the hell happened to Meg Foster. Let's go.
There's a certain kind of actor who doesn't need a lot of screen time to leave a permanent mark. Meg Foster is one of them. With eyes like cold fire and a stare that could stop you in your tracks, she never quite fit the mold of a traditional leading lady. But she didn't need to. In the 70s and 80s, Meg Foster became a cult icon, not just for her roles, but for the energy she brought to them. Strange, powerful, mysterious.
That's
So what
right,
happened?
Masters of the
Where did
Universe.
she go? Let's fade to black. Meg Foster was born on May 10, 1948, in Reading, Pennsylvania. She was one of 5 children in a close-knit Catholic family and spent much of her childhood in the small New England town of Rowayton, Connecticut. Even from a young age, Meg had a kind of quiet intensity about her. She studied at the neighborhood Playhouse School of the Theatre in New York, the same institution that trained the likes of Gregory Peck, Steve McQueen, and Diane Keaton. In interviews, she said that acting wasn't about fame or visibility for her. It was about truth, and about being fully present in a moment.
Oh wow, she
And
was
that
super
mindset
young.
would shape her entire career. Meg's career began on stage, but by the late 60s, she was making appearances on TV, guest roles in shows like Bonanza, The Twilight Zone,
She been acting
and
since the
Hawaii
60s?
Five-0. In 1973, she landed a major opportunity, the lead role in the NBC miniseries The Scarlet Letter, playing Hester Prynne opposite John Hurd. Critics praised her for bringing both fragility and quiet strength to the role, and it looked like Meg Foster was
I didn't know she been acting that
a
long.
household name. For a brief moment, she was, but the path she chose wasn't the typical one. One thing that defined Meg Foster, even
Yeah,
more
them
than her
crazy blue
performances,
eyes.
was her look. Her eyes, a shade of pale, piercing blue, became the stuff of legend. Often called crystalline, glacial, even inhuman, they were striking in a way that made casting directors unsure what to do with her. She was too unconventional to be a romantic lead, too intense to be just the girl next door, and yet that exact quality made her unforgettable in darker, more unusual roles. Meg once said she never liked being told what to do with her face. She didn't want to hide behind layers of makeup or be shaped into something artificial. She wanted to be real and raw. In an industry obsessed with conformity, that made her a bit of a rebel. By the early 1980s, Meg
movie was
Foster had
that?
started to carve out her place in genre film, and that's where she truly found her people. In The Emerald Forest in 1985, she played the mother of a boy lost to an Amazonian tribe, balancing vulnerability with fierce maternal strength. Then came Masters of the Universe
I
in
remember her from that.
1987, where she portrayed the evil sorceress, Evil Lynn, a role that, decades later, remains one of her most iconic. Dressed in elaborate armor with that unmistakable glare, she practically stole the film from Skeletor himself. But it was in 1988
They
that she
Live.
entered full cult status. John Carpenter's They Live cast her as Holly Thompson, a mysterious woman caught between reality and propaganda. Foster's performance was icy, unreadable, dangerous. You never really knew if she was telling the truth, and that ambiguity made her unforgettable. They Live was a box office sleeper hit, but a long-term cult sensation, and Meg Foster's presence, cold,
Oh, look at the
strange,
cameraman.
magnetic, became central to its lasting power. Throughout the late 80s and 90s, Meg Foster continued to work steadily, but increasingly in smaller films, guest roles, and under-the-radar projects. She appeared in Leviathan, Stepfather 2, and Blind Fury, often playing women who
Blind
were
Fury and
strong,
Stepfather 2,
guarded,
yes.
on the edge of unraveling. She also had a brief but memorable stint on Cagney and Lacey in 1982.
I used to love Blind
replacing
Fury. We had it on
actress Lottie
tape.
Swift in the pilot
And
then
Stepfather
Time
2.
Daily in the first
Dang,
6
that's what.
episodes of the show. But CBS famously replaced her, claiming she was too intense for the part. That move was controversial, and it said a lot about the way Hollywood often
Dang, she does
misunderstood
look like
her.
a robot right there.
In later years, Foster found a new outlet in voice acting. Her distinct tone, low, deliberate, a little haunted, gave her a presence even without her face on screen, and it connected her to a new generation of fans. Most recently, she voiced Evil Lynn once again in Kevin Smith's Master
I
of the
didn't know
Universe Revolution on Netflix, proving her staying power more than 35 years after the original film. While Meg Foster never completely vanished, she did step away from the Hollywood machine. In her personal life, Meg has kept things incredibly private. She has a son, Christopher Starr, from a relationship with actor Stephen McHattie, a
What?
fellow cult favourite known for films like Pontypool and Watchmen. She's never been one for headlines or red carpets, and there's no record of a public marriage beyond that early chapter. It fits who she is, someone who always let the work speak louder than the spotlight. Foster has always been private, elusive even. She didn't chase magazine covers or high-profile relationships. She wasn't part of the LA party scene, and maybe that's why she never burned out. She's done theatre throughout her life and has kept close ties with friends in the New York stage world, where acting is less about status and more about presence. In recent years, she's made appearances at conventions, embracing the fan community that never forgot her. She's
That's what's
spoken
up.
about how grateful she is for the people who grew up watching her films, people who saw something in her that
Blind
Hollywood
Fury.
didn't always appreciate. Meg Foster never became a megastar. She didn't headline franchises or dominate box office charts, but in a strange way, she became something rarer. She became a presence, an energy, a face you never forget, even if you don't know her name. Directors like John Carpenter saw what others didn't, that there was something inherently cinematic about her, something eerie, something powerful. Her performances have been studied in film schools, analysed by horror fans, and rewatched by generations who grew up on VHS tapes and late-night cable.
Was that a Twilight Zone
And now in the
episode?
streaming age, her work is finding new life. Younger audiences are discovering They Live and Masters of the Universe for the first time, and her voice, quite literally, is still echoing through our screens. So, what the hell happened to Meg Foster? Long after the movies ended, you remembered the look, those eyes, that stillness, the way she seemed to be hiding something, or maybe telling you everything. Meg Foster never begged for attention. She earned it with silence, with presence, with power. She didn't burn out, she didn't fade away. She just left behind a trail of moments that stuck with you, the kind that whispered to you years later when you least expect it. With her icy blue eyes and unforgettable screen presence, Meg Foster became one of the most distinctive faces in cult cinema. From They Live and Masters of the Universe to The Lords of Salem and beyond, her career has spanned decades, marked by bold roles, genre-defining performances, and a loyal fan base that never forgot her.
That's
If you
what's
enjoyed
up.
this trip into cult cinema history, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Meg Foster, man. I totally forgot how many like classic movies she's been in. She's been in a lot of stuff I grew up to. I grew up to They Live. I grew up to Blind Fury. Stepdad 2. I watched all the Stepdads. And I think she was in a Twilight Zone episode. I think he even said that. I love the 80s Twilight Zones. The 80s Twilight Zones is my favorite outside the ones that came out in the 60s. But yeah, man. She was in some other stuff too. I just can't think of it right now. I'm gonna have to go to her IMDb. But yeah, man, it was a cool video, man. Shout out to Fade to Black, man. He does a lot of videos like this, so man, y'all want to know, just check him out, man. And yeah, you guys comment down below, man. Let me know what y'all think about this video, man. And tell me what's your favorite movie from Meg Foster. And yeah, subscribe to the channel, man. Freedom Out Productions, man. YouTube like to blackball your boy, but I mean shadow ban your boy. So yeah, man, just keep a lookout for me, man. Sub up, thumbs up, and like always, man, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, like always, peace.